I would get part 4 of my stream done this morning, so that way I wouldn't have to worry about it in the afternoon before I go to work. So what I'm going to show you today is some rare 90s figures that I acquired from an estate sale that a friend of mine let me actually take a look at before I purchased them. Now there are 5 figures in this collection, or actually 6, because a friend of mine gave me his figure as a freebie, and I purchased 5 of them on my own. So let me go get the first out of the 6, and I will be right back. Now I'm not sure if my light is on, so my apologies. I'm going to try to turn my light on for you. I think my light's on, I'm not sure, because I can't see, I don't have light perception. Okay. So this is the first out of the 6. This is from 1996. This is Princess Leia in her, well, this is slave Princess Leia, but we had to change her outfit because the original outfit that she had was so stretched out. My friend's granddaughter, when she was little, mistook Leia for for a Barbie doll and removed the outfit, and she stretched it out, and it was so stretched out that it was literally falling. So that's why we had to change her outfit. But I love her new dress. She's got 4 other dresses that she can wear, but this one is my favorite. So this is from 1996. So these are really rare if you think about it. So that's my first Leia. That's the one I actually got as a freebie. This is Biggs Darklighter. This is Luke's best friend. And as you can see, this figure is in really good shape. This figure was one of the ones I purchased. I had to get rid of their boxes because their boxes were in such bad shape. And actually, to be honest, I don't really use boxes with figures. Obvious reason, I'm totally blind, so boxes don't do me any good. And as you can see, he's got some blaster bolts on his arm, as well as on his leg there. And actually, it's hard for me to tell the difference between the X-Wing pilots because they're all in their uniforms, as you can see. So that's Biggs, and you can tell Biggs from the others because he's the only gentleman with a mustache. That's Biggs Darklighter. Next up, this is Wedge Antilles. This is Wedge Antilles. He's Luke's other wingman, and as you can see, just like Biggs, he's got blaster bolts on his leg and in his arm. And actually, these are all X-Wing pilots. And as you can see, they wear these special uniforms that they wear when they fly their X-Wings. And each one of these has a little oxygen hose right there. That's Biggs, and I'm sorry, that's Wedge. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. As I said, it's hard to tell the difference between my X-Wing pilots because they're all in X-Wing uniforms. It's actually quite hilarious when I try to like show off all the X-Wing pilots at the same time because I can't tell who's who because they're X-Wing uniforms. It's actually quite hilarious. So next up, this is Luke Skywalker. Now all of these I purchased from an estate sale. I actually purchased them early, Christmas of 2023. And these are all, I think, from Hasbro. So this is Luke Skywalker. And as you can see, he's also in his X-Wing uniform. These are beautiful figures. Oh my gosh, they are gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. And yes, they do have some articulation, but I keep them nice and straight. And as you can see, he's got some blaster bolts on his leg as well as on his arm. So that's Luke Skywalker. Next up is Leia in her ceremonial gown. I might you stand her up, straighten her out a little bit. Straighten her out some so you can see this better. This is Leia in her ceremonial gown from A New Hope. Isn't that gorgeous? And yeah, her shoes. I have to be very careful with this figure because her shoes come off very easily, especially one. And I'm actually being very careful with this figure. So this is Leia in her ceremonial gown from A New Hope, 1977. Isn't that gorgeous? Now take a look at that gown. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh, that is so gorgeous. And lastly, out of these figures, we have one you are sure to recognize. So, okay. And lastly, out of this rare 90s collection is this gentleman. Of course you know who he is. I'll give you a clue. Hello there. Yes, this is Obi-Wan Kenobi. And actually, these are actually very well-made figures. These figures are very, very rare. These are literally almost vintage. These are from the 90s, okay? So that's Obi-Wan. And I love the fact that these figures have cloth clothing on. Hasbro did a beautiful job with this figure. This is by far one of my favorite figures out of my collection. And I also bought this one along with the other four. I couldn't resist. I had to get these because these were so rare. So these were from an estate sale. As I said, these were bought early from an estate sale that occurred. So that's Obi-Wan. And those are my 90s figures. So moving on. I've got a few more things to show you. Okay. So I'm just kind of straightening out my figures a little bit because I don't want them to. Okay. So next up is the Galaxy's Edge Disney Parks Lothcat. This is Lothina, and there she is right in the camera, and I'm going to go ahead and turn her on. And actually, if I pull her front legs forward, her mouth opens. That's because she is interactive. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn her on. And actually, right there, I don't know how well you can see that in the camera, but right there is her battery pack, and it's also where her on-off switch is. So I've turned Lothina on, and actually, yes, she has a very well-made Velcro flap. Sorry, she's a little angry today. I don't know why. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pet her head. It is now officially 9 o'clock. So what you're hearing is my bird clock going off. The first bird you heard in part 3 of my stream was the purple martin, and that was the eastern screech owl you just heard go off. So back to the demonstration. Oh, she's purring. And actually, if I squeeze her tail, which I'm going to do right now, her eyebrows move, which is really cool. I'm trying to get her to do a specific snarl. So there's my Lothcat. Next up, I have a Star Wars Furby, and he is the 2015 limited edition Furbaka. Now I have to be very careful because it doesn't matter how much I try to keep him from waking up, he will wake up on his own. And I'm hoping he is not dead. Because if he is, I'm going to have to change my batteries in him, which is okay. And I'll do that later. But this is the 2015 limited edition Furbaka. Let me see if I can get him in the camera for you. So I'm going to wake him up for you. If he will. There we go. And his actual, I actually named him Mayhew to honor the late Peter Mayhew, who was the original voice of Chewbacca. And yes, And yes, he does sing some of the Star Wars music. So let me see if I can, get him to sing for you. Yay. I'm trying to get him to sing. I'm trying to get him to sing for you. Come on. He even sings the main theme, but let's see if I can get him to sing the main theme for you. And that is my Star Wars Furby. That's my Star Wars Furby. Ugh, I have to wait for him to go to sleep. Okay, so I have one more thing to show you. And so, it won't take him long to go to sleep, actually, because, I don't know, it won't take him long. So this is a porg. This is Marina. She's a porg. And as you can see, look at those eyes. Those eyes are perfect. And yes, she talks. And she moves as well. Yeah, and Mayhew's trying to get my... It's so funny. Mayhew's trying to get my attention. And so that's Marina. And yep, that's my porg. I'm waiting for Mayhew to go to sleep. I'm waiting for Mayhew to go to sleep because there's something else I'm going to do for you. Now, there's a reason why I'm called flute player. Oh, he's about to go to sleep. There he goes. Okay, good. Okay, good. He's asleep now. That's good. So there's a reason why I'm called flute player. And just to clarify, it is the orchestral concert flute that I play. I'm a 24-year player of the orchestral concert flute. And in fact, I'm going to get out my flute now because I'm going to play some things for you. Oh, and this is my outer case to my flute. This is my outer case. And it's in a special outer case because I bring it to church with me sometimes. This is the inner case. Actually, here, I'll take the inner case all the way out so you can see it properly. So with the inner case, it's got two thumb latches on it. There's one, there's the other. That's my inner case. I know it looks a bit rough. But this is my main flute, and yes, I have a spare. I have a spare that I really don't get out very often, but that's okay. So I'm now going to go ahead and get my flute out. And I'm going to play a little bit for you. So, the pieces I will play today are as follows. First, the wistful, hopeful strains of Princess Leia's theme. Second, the thoughtful, wistful strains of the Ways of the Force. And lastly, the soaring strains and melodies of Across the Stars. Hold on. Oh gosh. Okay, I'll start from the second part of that. play it through Across the Stars for you one more time. And there you have it. So this ends the Star Wars Collection Showcase. I hope you enjoy, and I hope the rest of you have a lovely day. This is the way, and may the Force be with you. The Force will be with you, always.
Finish button. Are you